Well, our UK correspondent Bénédicte Paviot is following this story for us, and she joins us now from Buckingham Palace, the Queen's official residence in the British capital, London. Bénédicte, you are joining us from a nation that is now extremely worried for Queen Elizabeth's health. The main broadcaster there, the BBC, has switched to rolling news to cover this story. But what do we actually know this hour about Her Majesty's health and her condition?
What we know from the bulletin issued by Buckingham Palace this morning is that the Queen is under medical supervision. Not here behind me at her London residence of Buckingham Palace, but up in Scotland, in Balmoral. Remember, only 48 hours ago, she was accepting the resignation of Boris Johnson and asking Liz Truss, the new Prime Minister, to form a government, her 15th in her 70-year reign. So this is a significant change in the Queen's health, clearly. The doctors and the palace do not issue bulletins like this. I think it is clear that everyone is very concerned. We've had former Prime Ministers, Tony Blair, David Cameron and others, and of course the current Prime Minister saying that everybody wishes the Queen well. But clearly there is huge concern. The fact that Prince Charles, the heir to the throne, and his wife Camilla have gone to Balmoral, that Prince William is travelling there, that all of the Queen's children are either there or on their way there. Clearly there is real concern. And I think we cannot expect another bulletin until there is another deterioration or until the death of the monarch. So clearly real issues and people, certainly the media, standing by. This is a woman who is not just the head of state of the United Kingdom, and of course, then there would be her successor. We don't know if he'd call himself King Charles. But across the Commonwealth, across the world, watching what happens now to this 96-year-old monarch who clearly, from photo we saw 2 days ago, as she greeted Liz Truss, looked frail. And I noticed that the back of her hands were purple.
Now, Bénédicte, it is, of course, far too early to make any kind of announcement. But when the Queen does die, there is, of course, a finely choreographed set of measures which will come into force in the United Kingdom.
Yes, it's not a secret anymore. It's called Operation London Bridge. Many, many years of preparation in the civil service. This will be an absolutely momentous state funeral. There is a whole plan here that will be that has been agreed with the palace, with the broadcasters here and international broadcasters, and that would kick in as soon as we get that announcement of the Queen's death. Now, we know she is extremely unwell. For the moment, we're not talking about her death. What I can tell you, and we've just heard, is that the traditional ceremony of the changing of the guard, which was due to take place outside Buckingham Palace tomorrow morning, has in fact been called off. And that is a sign has been placed in an area at the front of the palace where the iconic drills take place to let tourists know. And it has been cancelled. It's just been removed by officials. So everybody's standing by here, hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
Bénédicte Paviot, our UK correspondent there outside the Queen's residence, Buckingham Palace. Thank you very much.